evening, campers. So before we start, I kind of want to jump on the tag train because I'm a very slow reader. So for me to get videos out as frequently as I would like, I'm probably just gonna have to start jumping on tag videos. I've never done it before. I've always been curious, and they're a beautiful way of being nosy to people's lives. And I thought, hey, if your boy likes that, then maybe you will too. So I've ripped this from Supposedly Fun because I watch a lot of his. So this is the Meet the Booktuber tag, which is what we're just gonna jump in today. Your name, age, and location. So my name is Kieran Daniel Evans. I am 26 in the body and face of a 42-year-old. The COVID hair has not helped, as with the COVID beard, but I'm gonna do my own thing. And my location, Wales, and I've lived in Wales my entire life. I'm very much a valley boy, so if you don't know, that's very much South Wales. Do I have any siblings? And if so, where do you come in sibling order? Oh, we're getting to the depressing stuff already, hey? Okay, so I have Kelly, who's my sister, who's the oldest. There's 17 years difference between me, so she's, you could do maths. She's 40-ish, something like that. She lives in Australia. About every 5 years, one of us will make the journey. So we'll either go out to Australia or she will come back home as well. So it's great when we do that. We do WhatsApp, but it's mostly just memes. So that's our relationship. And then the middle child is Kim, but she passed away when she was 7 from a brain tumour. So I never met Kim. It was before I was born. But nevertheless, I've always felt that she's been a part of my life. Even so, I got a photo. I always find those questions really difficult when people say, like, how many siblings do you have? And most people go, 1, 2, 3, or I don't have any. And it's always come to me, I go, like technically 1, but it's 2. So it causes a lot of issues. What do I do for work at uni? I'm a temporary worker. And for university, I studied my undergrad, my postgrad, my MA, and I've applied now to do my PhD, all with Cardiff Metropolitan University. I just loved it there. I don't really want to go anywhere else. Do I have any kids? Yes, I have a daughter, Theodora Scout. Theodora's name is very much literary in itself. Her middle name is Scout from To Kill a Mockingbird, and I got the book. So Alex, my wife, really loved Theodora, and I hated the name Theodora. I really didn't want that name at all. And then Amy sent me this book, and I started reading it. I was like, I quite like the name Theodora. I actually don't mind it now. Seeing it written down and reading it, I was like, yeah. And the character itself's brilliant. And then the week that I got sent this, Netflix had announced their version of The Haunted of Hill House, which was to be released. And it was too much of a coincidence. So me and Alex spoke about it a bit more, and we were like, yeah, let's just go for Theodora Scout. So that's that. I just want to let you know I have changed the camera because I did announce what our next child will be, but remember I meant to keep it stum for the mother-in-law. So we are having a second child, hence the pram. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Let's quickly move on. Do I have any pets? Yes. This boy here loves a cat. I have 4 cats. We got Squintle, Majorium, Pud, Wood, Piccalilli and Gertrude, and Basil. Basil's name changes dependent on the seasons. So spring and summer it's Basil Blueberry, and autumn winter it's Basil Birmingham. And I wish I was making that up, but That's what. So yeah, Squintle Majoria, Pud, Pickle and Gertrude, and now because it's the summertime, it's Basil Blueberry. And we're moving on. Um, we also had one that passed away, which was Bumpy Gloria as well. They're all rescues, so we get them from around the corner from us in Bridgend. We originally only wanted one, and then we came away with two because they had to come as a pair. So we had Bumpy and Squintle first, and then we went to get a kitten. And they also had to come in a pair, so we picked up Pickle and Basil. And then Bumpy passed away, and then there was Wood had been there for I think it was about 3 months, and no one wanted her because her ears are cut off. So we just went in and I said, I'll take her. I'll take her. And we didn't even think that much. We had just like come from like a shopping trip. We were like, we could do with another calf. We had four. What's another one? But yeah, she was really difficult. Don't think she had it well at all. She didn't have it good. I think she'd been back like 3 times in like the space of like 3 years. People just kept like dumping her or going, this isn't the cat for me. But she's completely fine now. I think if anyone's going to rescue cats, just give them space is like the only recommendation I can have. Don't try to force them. Put just stayed in our room for, I want to say like 3 months, and she like did not move. But you put the food there, you put the water there, you ignore them, they'll come around. The more you try to interact with a cat, our personal experience, it just doesn't work. Can I drive? Yes. I passed when I was 16, and I didn't drive for 5 years. And now I do. It's okay. Always get your driver's license when you have all the free time in the world. I know people now who are my age trying to learn to drive. It's horrific. So if you're young enough, you can actually get your driver's license. Just do it and then never drive. That's what I did. It's just like the easiest way possible. You have so much free time when you're a teenager. Like so much free time. I know lessons are expensive. I get that. But it's like the opportunity. It's just the best time. Just get your driving license. Once you have it, they can't take it away. You can be a crap driver all you like. You can hate motorways, and you can hate driving. You can hate no one will care once you have your license. Everyone's crap on the road. Just be part of the problem. What is or was your favourite subject at school? I was all about the sciences, especially chemistry. Yeah, people are surprised about, because I did English for my undergrad, my postgrad. I'm now going to, fingers crossed, hopefully do my PhD. They would assume English was my favourite, and it wasn't. And I moved schools for A-levels when I was 16 and sat an hour class on the colour purple with I can't even get the story. I sat in class for 1 hour learning about The Colour Purple by Alice Walker. I just went, no, this isn't for me. I just never returned to that class. And I did drama instead. I still haven't read The Colour Purple. I'm still like, I don't know what it was. I think because you read a lot of... So I studied Jane Eyre, Shakespeare, Of Mice and Men. And Alice Walker is so different to that. A very brutal in the fact that it's a rape scene, like, off the mark. I was just like, I can't be studying this. What's this all about? Yeah, I own a copy of it that I nicked from the school when I was there. And I still own it and I haven't picked it up. I don't know why. Maybe I should pick it up. I've probably read worse books, to be honest. I have a whole band section there which I'd like to do a video on. There. Ooh. Ooh. I'm gonna have to get rid of them before Theodora can start to read, because I'm a bit panicked if she start talking to people about those books, especially just the covers. I can't be dealing with that. What's your favourite colour? I like purple, which is now ironic because I just slated The Colour Purple by Alice Walker. But that's what life's all about. It's all about, you can be a hypocrite. It's completely fine. That's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Life's a hypocrisy. What's your favourite smell? Easily, it's freshly mown lawn. It's a cliche, but it's a staple. What's your favourite book or top 3? I don't particularly enjoy this question because I think you can have a favourite book that you didn't actually like. In the fact that upon reading it, what it provided you through a journey, through experience, or changed a viewpoint will be the selling point of a novel rather than the whole book itself. But that's not what the question is. Let's go top 3 books. I'd probably say The Satanic Verses is up there. Not because I found it an enjoyable read, but just the fact that I've studied it for my Masters and I'm hopefully going to be studying it for my PhD. It very much has a place with me. I don't think I'd get rid of this version. It was the first one I picked up. And I picked it up because it was a controversial book. I'll be completely honest there. I knew it had controversy behind it. And I know a lot of people get put off by this because of the issues that it arises. But for me, I don't think literature should be viewed as a like you should read this, you should not read that. It's just a fun book. It's just a fun book, and I'm happy to get all the slack and all the horrific things said in the comments about me, but it's just a good book. It wouldn't have got the recognition hadn't it been a good book. I'm just saying. So there's that one. I'm gonna have a fatwa against it. Secondly, The Overstory by Richard Powers. I didn't think I'd like trees, and I don't particularly like trees, but I read this book and I instantly planted 2 in my garden, and I want to plant one out the front. You just don't think you're gonna come away from this loving trees, but you just do. And there's loads of things about trees that I wasn't aware of, like crown shyness, and just Google crown shyness, and they just do that naturally. And when I walk now, and they do that, it's incredible. And the fact that these trees, like the rooted systems, are so ancient that if a birch is fighting an infection, a spruce will come and help it for trade of food. And it's the reason why when there's deforestation and people plant new trees, the new trees actually die because the other trees surrounding it think it's like a parasite. It's incredible. Read The Overstory. Oh, and then we got probably the book that people would probably think of outside this channel if you know me. It's Infinite Jest by David Foster Wallace, which is such a white boy book. I don't care. Just an incredible piece of American contemporary literature. I pretty much woke up at 4 o'clock every morning, would go into a coffee shop at 5:30, I would read it till 9:15, and then walk there to my work to get there for 9. On my hour lunch break, I would read this. I would finish at 5, I would go back home at about 6, I would just stay up till about 11 o'clock just reading this. That's all I did for 6 weeks. The sheer size of it puts people off, and the fact that you have to keep going back and forth on the footnotes, pro gamer move. If you just have 2 bookmarks, I'd like to review this, but I don't think you can review a mammoth like this and do it justice at all. Look, those are 3 books that I like. Okay? But what I would like to know down below is what's your favourite books, or 3 books that you would recommend, because I don't think those lists are interchangeable at all, because I like Infinite Jest and I recommend it, but probably not going to be on my top 3 books I would recommend to anyone in any way, shape or form. So, good day.